Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn. We are almost ready to explodify things there. I was going to start the episode off with explosions and then I've started recording before I did that. Oh well, we'll get to the explosions tomorrow. Everything else is good. Everything else is working fine. Everything else has been okay. The drought came in and we dried this area up here. I have in fact put in, because this ran out of water, put in some sluices here, which will close when the water is above a certain level. I actually want to lower this down a little tiny bit, like maybe 75% or something like that, purely because if I close this one, then this is going to back up and flood if I have that too high. So the water's going to stop here, come back here, and then this will flood the whole area, which yeah, but no, but yeah. Okay, so let us commence with Operation Explodify. So detonate that corner, detonate this corner, turn off the UI, make a nice pretty picture, and push the button. Awesome. And then come and fix the mistakes because I clearly wasn't paying attention to some things there. Okay, so that needs to go down by one more. So a beehive's going to sit here. Yep, a beehive's going to sit there. That's fine. Okay. Let me double check that we got this correct. So we're going to have a platform in the center. This is center, right? Let me bring up the whole thing here. 120, yeah, this is 127 here. Let me put a path in there. So that's center. So I'm going to put that in there, which means our forms, pause the game so they don't actually build this, are 2 away from the edge. So there. Okay, so the platform sits there, on there. The platform, these are on the edge of the platforms there. Boom, that comes along there. Which means the platforms on the other side are here. Yes, that is correct. They will sit there like that. Awesome. Okay, which means that needs to get blown up and go down by 1, and then this corner here needs to get blown up and go down by 1, which is absolutely fine. And then this is going to be the ground where we're going to start working on. This is where our crop's going to sit, inside here, and then there'll be one over here as well. This is the ground where we're going to be working on. So this is the actual lowest level of the actual area. We might blow up stuff around it as well if we want to. We're going to also have to absolutely 100% tame the river through here, because although it could pour into here and we could technically have it pour through, it can't get out again. We'd have to tunnel the way down to over here to get the water back out again. So yeah, probably want to have a way for that to build, but we are going to do other stuff for the river here. I'm regretting blowing it up. I'm kind of thinking we should have gone down only 1 layer on the sides and had the ground layer at this one, purely because of the water height. Well, bit late now. Let's just go with this. So we'll put that in there. I want to do a triple. I want to do a triple there, and here as well. And that needs to come down even further. And that needs to be a triple there as well. Okay, cool. And I need to obviously get up and around to do that, which is going to be a bit more difficult than it seems. Yeah. Okay. Got there. There we go. Then the beavers can get to where they want to go to there. Awesome. Okay, go. So yeah, so that's yeah, we'll figure out from here. It'll be fine. Let's stay that. Boom. There we go. Those two are going to get put in there. That'll be fine. So yeah, so this is where our crop's going to go, our STHedgehog and other bits and pieces. We do need a way to get down in there. So that'll be fine. Also, actually, now I think about it, we want to do maybe that along the edges. So I kind of want to blow up a little bit further along, don't I? Even though we're only going to have the beehives here, it doesn't matter. The beehives are like a bonus. They're not the end all or be all, as it would be. So yeah. Also, our carrots are actually filling this big one here. So this we are good for carrots. So I've never seen this flood into here. So yeah, I haven't seen it flood into here. I've not seen this overflow, so I think we'll be okay. Right, okay, so detonate those and those and those, and then come in with one. Yep, one there to do that. Okie dokie. Right, and then I put beehives in. We can't make the beehives; they're too far away. That's okay. So Bob, so the beehives sitting there like that. Okay, cool. This is where our workers work. So this is going to be where we have like what's the biggest? The biggest building is the wood workshop, isn't it? This one here. We know the agora thing's big, so that's there. And then there's space for paths behind it. We want to go behind it, which will be fine. And then the water's going to pour down into these. Actually, we want another layer there, don't we? To do that. The agora, as people pointed out in the last episode, if we put the agora on the ground, even if we raise it up higher, so long as it's on dirt, it should be fine. It should still be absolutely fine. So yeah, that's going to be the agora. So that's going to sit somewhere. So we might actually have layers higher because, as someone else that was pointed out in the comments that I completely missed, trees. I did say we were going to put trees on top. I was thinking about trees just for wood, but we also need maple, and we're going to need. I don't think we're going to need dandelions. They are used for things, but yeah. So pine for pine resin. Chestnut for chestnuts, maple for maple syrup, and oak for wood. So we're going to have 4 different sets of trees as well. So yeah, so we're going to have 2 crops on the lower layer, go up by 1, have another 2 crops, and up 1, have another 2 crops. So that's 3 layers. The 4th layer might actually have trees on either side, like chestnuts and maple syrup, and then the top layer will have a complete set of pine trees, which will double up as pine resin and our chop down wood. And we won't bother with oaks. I think that's the way we're going to do it. So we're going to go up 4 flights, in fact, which is going to be a lot higher than anticipated. However, there is a trick to getting your camera to move up further. Obviously, there is free camera mode. We can enable free camera mode, and we can zoom out and do what we'll do there. But there's also, if I turn off free camera mode, there is a here. Here, there is 2 options here: camera move down and camera move up. If you click this, the camera height points at a different level. So I can set the camera height to say level 20, and when we zoom in, we are way above everything else. It's a little disorientating when it's not on the ground level, which is fine. But look at that, to 1. There we go. Boom. So yeah. But we can do that. We can have these. I can move these up here. So get rid of the camera FOV. I don't really use those. I used to use those for screenshots, but I don't really do that anymore. So let's add the camera up and down to our favorites here. So we can just click this to do things, and then that will allow us to move the camera up and down. But then when I go flat like this, instead of being down on this ground level, it's up higher, so you can look into the tower. So yeah. Well, okay. So we can do that. We can use the camera controls to look up and down, and that's not a problem there. So okie dokie. So we need to unlock the platform for one. And so yeah. So the tower design, we have an approach routing. Okay. We have an approach routing. Cool. So yeah. we will put in the platforms here, which I can't lock yet. I can unlock the platforms. Oh, actually, pause game. Unlock the platforms. Yes, put on. There you go. So this is not going to be at this height. It's going to be higher than this. Don't worry about it. So that will go there. We'll have a platform this side as well, which will sit here. Again, it's not the correct height. Put on. There's our platforms for our things, so our crops and there. So we can actually come in by at least one more on this side. For our crops, we can do one more to have crops there. Plus, I want to have one more on this side as well, because this is the channel for water. As we go up in layers, so the layer above this obviously won't be as deep as this. It'll be the same height as one next to it, but it needs a channel of water. And I think we're going to make it just one long, and then have the water flowing all the time, and hope that works. I'm not entirely sure it does, but we will see. We will see. So if I was to go at the very least a double here at the end, and then we want to go down one more like that. That would sit there in the hole there. And I really do regret going down this far, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. I want to, yeah, we're going to go with it. So we do that. And then we want to put in another line of explosives here. Hang on a moment. Right, okay. I've convinced myself to stay with this. Sorry, I was just looking at whether I want to change whether I want to refill this and start from there, but no, I don't want to. We want to go down here. Well, I'm going to build it from here, okay? Because the water supply for the tower is going to be independent from everything else. We kind of need to build the whole infrastructure to the tower before we move into it, because I need the water system running. So I need to determine the height of the tower. Yeah, at least kind of the height of the tower. But the idea is going to be that we have the water from the top of the tower go down, and it pulls along a channel here, then comes down again, and then pulls back along a channel, then goes down, then pulls back on, and each layer has a sluice at the end which fills the layer below it, which is going to use a lot of water, because one wide channel is not a good idea. No, a one wide channel is not a good idea. We're going to need more than one wide. We're going to need like 3 wide. But honestly, that's fine. Even if I make it 3 wide, that's not really a problem. Apart from the Agora, but it's not really a problem, because I can make it 3 wide here on each side, which obviously keeps the crops wet either side of the land, either way. Ignoring the bottom row, don't worry about the bottom row. But if we make it 3 wide, so if I was to do, say, for instance, this, and made it 3 wide either side, like this. So this will be our water channels going down either side. We can then just platform over it anyway, and our buildings can sit on top of this without any problem. Any problem, they can just sit on a platform with the water flowing underneath it. Won't be an issue. The only issue, as I said, comes to when we have certain buildings that require to be built on the ground only. But the Agora is in fact the only building I can see. There are water dependent ones as well, but then if we make it 3 wide, that'll work fine, because they can sit in there. So that'll be fine. That'll be fine. And then, as I said, the Agora is the only awkward one that requires space, and then we won't technically have the space for it. So we'll have to figure out how to do that. Maybe they can be on their own platforms, their own specific platforms somewhere, like either side. So, damn it. Okay, so this is what I mean by it floods. It should only flood minimally. It will do, and then stop. There we go. Cool. Missed the drought started. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to have to do 3 wide water channels. Yeah. These don't need 3 water channels at the bottom because hold on. Stop that. You don't actually need technically these either. I'm gonna make it one more. These don't need them because these are gonna have a big pool of water anyway for the bottom, because that's gonna be the cattail. So maybe the agora could actually be on the very lowest level. How about that? Which is a bit weird. You go all the way down to the basement to go to the temple, basically. How about that? How about we put the agora down here? We'll need maybe 2 of them, so like one here and one on the other side. Could always put them in here on the center as well. We're still going to need a path to get to them. They could be on the very lowest level. The edges are going to have a staircase going up and the zip lines on the side, so I need to blow out this edge as well, so I need to bring that down to this level as well. Basically I need to take out this side of the entire mountain. So let's do that. Let's do that. So I might as well pause you and pause you, because there's no point in having you guys running. And then I need to turn on the explosives next time because we're going to need more explosives. This is running pretty well. Okay, I could probably pause you as well, but there's no point because otherwise I'd have unemployed beavers. Unemployed beavers aren't all that happy. Wood we are fine for. Yeah, I think we're good for everything for the moment. Yeah, I probably need to get some more. Oh no, iron we're good for. Okay, okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, let's blow this up and then we'll figure out things. So I need to take out like a much larger step over here. Power, I'm not too sure about. Do I want to tap into the power over here? Do I just want to go straight with windmills? Maybe we should go straight with windmills like now. Maybe we should build some windmills now. Let's build some windmills. What's this? 1.4k. We don't quite have enough. I can build the little ones, which is fine, but I want to build the big ones because yeah. Just so I can have some of this running during that. I mean, windmills are unreliable for power. They don't always spin. You know, they spin sometimes and spin other times, and yeah. Yeah, I think that's an idea. Okay, so let's explodify that. There you go. Awesome. Okay, and then we'll explodify that, and then that will make that one larger than everything around here, which is fine. We will then put in. Well, I won't put it in here because it doesn't need to be in here, but yeah, I kind of feel like around our tower we're going to do things, and I should have probably put the tower at the ground level. We should have gone up and put the tower on the ground level. So the cat tower would be the same depth as this river because it would have made life easier for us. But we can always seal the river off and tap into the water river. It's not that far away. We can manipulate the land. We can have the water come this way, just seal off something here and tap into the water here if we wanted to. I think we're going to have the water doesn't flow that way. So maybe have the water come down here and come this way and come down this channel, I believe. So it's closer to us. So we come down here, we'll seal this off here, we'll come down here and we'll have the water there so we can tap into the water. We need to also build a system that raises the water up, and I need to look into how to do that because I'm not entirely sure how you build one that's how you build a tank that fills from the bottom. There's a way to do it. You put in levees and things, and then you put in a sluice. I believe you put in a sluice at the bottom, like this. So yeah, like that, and then you build levees around it like that, and then you just set this to be open all the time, which forces water into it, but then I don't know if that fills. I can't remember. I need to look it up. I can't remember how to do it. It has been a while since I played, so I can't remember how to do that. But then we can force water to go up to the top. You can build like a pipe to go up to the top of the system. You might have to have the sluice one higher than that, and then have it go round like a U-bend. So, but I cannot remember for the life of me. but there are ways to do it. So we could technically have like pipes that push water to the top of it automatically, which would be beautiful, but obviously won't work all year round because droughts and things happen. So we're still going to have like water dumps pushing water into the system. So we will try and pump all the water to the top, have our water sources, our tanks and things at the top with our pumps at the top. We are playing on easy, so we're not going to get stupid droughts. I think 10 days is the longest we're ever going to get. So we'll just store all the water at the highest point and have it just fill from the top coming down. So that should be fine. So, oop. Those two. You smash that one there. Excellent. And then we will go pop, pop. Awesome. Okay. We need to get in there and do those two, I think. Yeah. Just those two. And then we're good. Oh, and those two. Nope. And no. Okay. That'll be fine. I don't want to build the beehives yet. Pause the beehives. I don't want to actually build them yet. So the drought has ended. Woo! Yay! I'll wait for the water to come back before we open the open these. That's cool. So yeah. So okie dokie, okie dokie. This is good. This is fine. I do need to get over here and explode more stuff on this side. Yeah. Let's build some infrastructure to explode. Yes. Oh, that one. And yeah, we just need to basically keep going and exploding and changing things as we go. So I want to essentially take out something like this. All the way around my tower, so I have some space around it. I probably want to go a little bit more than that there. Yeah, something like this. Means I need to put some dirt in here. Oh, that's a good point. We need to put some dirt in. Right, is the water back? The water is back. Awesome. Let's open you. Let's re-enable you. And you, and you. Okay. We get some more extract coming in. We get some more science coming in because I need science because we want to get the extractor going, don't we? Oh, that needs reinforced planks. Okay, so we need to look at reinforced planks. Right. Okay, that requires a wood workshop. Let's get the wood workshop going. We can put that in here. There. Yes. Awesome. Let's get another storage. We do have the mega underground storages as well, which actually require land as well. Storage is something I hadn't really thought about at all, if I'm honest. I'm going to squeeze storages into these things. I think the center point is probably a little too small for actually what I'm trying to achieve here. Because we need storages as well for the buildings. So if I put in like a wood workshop there, it's going to have a path behind it. But where can we do storages on here as well? And this is kind of half of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. Yeah. The other half goes that side because the center point is here. Remember, we're one off. That is not center. Center point is where these stairs are, I believe. Yes, center point is where them stairs are. So, yeah. I haven't really figured out any storages at all. I hadn't thought about that. Might be building too small. Might be building too small. Especially when you consider like a lot of the large warehouses are the soil, and we've got this many goods. Granted, a lot of them don't actually have to be stored. Like we can do a lot of stuff. Like we want to store things like the raw crops, but we don't necessarily have to store like the flour. That could just be stored in the grinders, or and then taken to the bakeries. So that could be a direct feed. We don't necessarily have to store this, but we're going to have to store at least half of these. So we've got 9, 18, 27 with 26. So we're going to want to store at least 13 of them, which means we need 13 storages at the very least. Yeah. I mean, we could change things up. We could absolutely. So we're gonna have one there, and we're gonna have one there. That's the plan. That's the plan. And then this, and that connect to each other like that. Boom. So there's our floor. So these will just be up in the center for a little tiny bit. That'll be fine. There's our floor. And we're obviously going to have platforms in here, which seals off that bit, and then we'll put non-permeable floor on them. But actually, yeah, and then on top, well, we won't put on, because on top of this will be dirt. On top of all these. That'll be fine. The channels, however, won't have dirt. They'll be open to these, but we'll put non-permeable floor through them so that the water can only pour down where we want it to, exactly where we want it to. But that'll be fine. But I'm just thinking, trying to make more space for this, that maybe we could move our crops right out to the edge. Like instead of that being there, we move it out so the edge of this is right on the edge here. Maybe one in from the edge. But I could... Right, okay. Question. Should we go wider with the tower? We go wider with the tower. Or should we go longer with the tower? We could always go longer with the tower. And contemplate more. I mean, the idea was that this is going to be half of it and then the other half is going to be that side. It's going to be quite thin. But if we went this side as well and did like another segment here, so there's two of these, one here, one there, and then there's two this side as well of it to go wider, that would give us enough space, because we'd have space to fit. I'm going with the wood workshop because it's the biggest. It's the same size as like the metal one. It's the biggest one we have lengthwise. So when you put 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, then we have a central row which I'd probably want to have a path through. But there can be 4 here, 4 there, so that's 8 factories. And then the other side we can have 8 factories as well. And then on the ends we can have storages, or we could intermix them. I think that'd be fine. The floors aren't going to necessarily be this does this and this does that. You know, it's not going to be like this is the woodworking floor and this is that floor and this is that floor. We also need houses as well to go in there. Which actually houses will be quite easy to do, because in places where we have factories that are only 3, like this, we can put a house behind it. The house can sit behind it here. And remember, the flow is going to be 3 wide. So this is 1 wide because of this way, but it's going to be 3 wide. So when we put yeah, so this will have a path on it anyway. Have a platforms on it for them to work on. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I think the size is okay, and I just need to go longer. Yeah, longer, not wider. We're already very wide. We don't want to be too wide, you know. We don't want to be super wide, Beaver Boys. We want to be maybe we'll make it a bit more square. If I make it that side, it will be more square anyway. So Okay, so that just means I need to explode more things out, which is fine. We like explosions. Explosions are good. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Right. Right. Okay. We do need, however, we need to build this. Let me prioritize this rather than do the explosives. In fact, what I'll do is I will lower the explosives down in priority. They always come and do something else. We can't get to that one. That's fine. We need to get down into here to be doing stuff inside here as well. Plus, we actually need to have our farms get down into here as well, don't we? Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to maybe put the farms on the outside. We got a little bit of space over here as well. The aquatic farms, what I'm talking about, and oh, actually, farms as well would need to be. Farms can be on the outside. Farms would be fine. Farms are 3 wide. We have a 3 wide gap on this side here. There is not really a path there, but there could be a path there. I suppose we could always turn the farm sideways as well. So that's a yeah. Farms will go on the outside, and they'll run to the crops in the centre, and then the centre will be all the processing parts. So yeah, okay. Okie dokie. So yeah, so we need to build a woodworking shop, which will be fine because then you can actually start using some of your pine resin, which would be nice to make the wood, which is excellent. We then need to save up enough science to get ourselves a dirt excavator because we are going to need some dirt to be putting things in places. So we want to put in, like, I want to seal this off around here slightly, then have the water come along here. What's this height here? This is height 1. This is height 2. So if we were to channel out from here, from this here along, we'd be at height 1, which is the same height as this. All right? Yeah. Same height as this. So that and that are the same height. So the water then would be that level. Which would be fine. But yeah, but if I was to like do here and then channel this out, so we go down to this height here and we channel this out here, so we then push the water through there. But it doesn't flood out over here. I still would like to make a barrier here so it doesn't flood out over there. That'd be fine. Okay, so I think we just need to let our beavers build and do the thing they want to do, and we'll come back next time and we will have some more explosives to do. I want to also, just before we quickly leave here, I'm going to put in another house or 2. Put in a house over here and here. Fit that one. Put in a platform. The staircase. Oh, there you go. We'll get some more houses because I would also like to unlock the builder's hut. And put in a builder's hut or 2, just so we can get this building faster. So yeah, it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next one. And until then, as always, have fun.